Uber drivers, what's the weirdest conversation you've overheard in your backseat? I picked up 2 kids at 11 p.m. on a Friday, and they looked like they'd just run through a haunted house backward. They climbed into my backseat without a word, breathing heavy, and I figured maybe they were coming from a late basketball game or something. Then one of them whispered, "Dude, that went perfectly." I glanced in the rearview mirror, and the other kid nodded like they just pulled off a heist in a movie. That's when I heard it. "Did you see the cashier's face when we grabbed the money?" I froze. Money? I looked again, and sure enough, they were counting cash. Not like a few crumpled 20s from their mom's purse. Either. Stacks of it. Actual stacks. The other kid laughed and said, "We should have taken more from the register." My brain short-circuited. Did these children just confess to robbing a gas station in my Honda Civic? I kept driving, trying to act normal, but inside I was spiraling. Do I ask them? Do I call the cops? Do I just drop them off and pretend this never happened like a functioning adult with no spine? Then I saw the lights, red and blue, flashing right behind me. A cop car, following me. My heart dropped into my shoes. I wasn't speeding. I didn't run a stop sign. I literally did nothing wrong except exist in the same vehicle as 2 tiny criminals. The sirens blared. I pulled over, hands shaking, and the officer walked up to my window like I was public enemy number 1. He asked me to step out of the car. Step out? Sir, I drive for Uber. I once cried over a low star rating. I'm not built for this. Before I could explain anything, he put me in handcuffs. Actual handcuffs. I stood there on the side of the road, looking like I'd been caught smuggling contraband, while 2 other officers went to the back seat. That's when it all came out. Turns out, these kids had robbed a gas station 20 minutes before I picked them up. The cashier saw them get into my car and gave the police my license plate. So naturally, the cops assumed I was the getaway driver. Me, a man whose biggest crime is eating fries while driving and pretending I don't see the no eating rule in my own car. I tried explaining to the officer that I had no idea who these kids were, that I was just doing my job, that I literally picked them up through the Uber app like a law-abiding citizen. He didn't care. He asked if I knew what they'd done. I said, not until they started counting stolen money in my back seat like it was Monopoly. He stared at me. I stared back. Finally, after what felt like 30 minutes of interrogation, they checked my phone, saw the Uber trip, and confirmed I was just an innocent driver caught in a low-budget crime saga. They let me go. The kids? Arrested on the spot. Turns out they'd stolen $600. The officer apologized, handed me back my keys, and said, "You're free to go." I sat in my car for 5 minutes, just staring at the dashboard, trying to process what had just happened. I'm never picking up teenagers again.